What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play here on ARK Ragnarok. Now, as you can see, we have actually, we've not found our otter, but we have tamed up a new one. It was actually a 180, and my friend was very kind enough to drop off a pirate's hat. He found an alpha lead sitchies, which he killed, so as you can see, very stylish now. And as you can see, our mohawk and beard has finally come in, so we're looking pretty dapper. Today, again, already, same with the years. Today we are planning on taming an absolute bunch of snails. Now, I've done a lot of prep work off camera. In between episodes, you can probably tell from the length that my hair is now. It's probably been a good, like, 10 or 20 odd ARK days since I've done any recording. But if we hop into here, I made some alterations to the Quetzal platform. I've made it into pretty much a taming pen. And in here we have an absolute ton of the sweet vegetable cakes, thanks to our gathering of the honey from the beehives that we managed to grab in the last episode. So yeah, that's all good to go. I think my friend's actually going to come over and help me grab some snails. So what I'll do is head over there, land this guy on the outskirts of the swamp, and then I'll probably be using the RG to go grab the snails, drop them into the taming pen, knock them out and tame them up, and then I will show you the alterations that I've made to both of the places for where we're housing the snails, because obviously we're going to have to keep the vegetable cakes on hand to be able to top them up. So then they carry on creating the cementing paste, which we need desperately for making polymer, for repairing all the tools and weapons that we're gone through doing the caves. The Deathworm cave we've gone through around about 4 or 5 times. Our last attempt was actually about 2 hours ago, and it went tragically wrong, like really badly wrong. And as you can see from the state of our stuff, everything sort of got broken. We both died. We had to get restocked up to head back in. I managed to lose my bag, and my mate managed to die on the second time going in. I managed to grab his bag, so we've managed to keep one of the Ascendant assault rifles. We've got a decent Ascendant fabricated sniper and a half decent one there. And our shield is, well, the right shield's pretty much knackered. And the cost that it costs to repair, I don't really see the point, so we're just going to be using the Ascendant metal shields. The durability is 10k on this one, and it can take a good 30 or 40 hits from the Deathworm ice cream before it actually knackers out. So yeah, we desperately need polymer for repairing our weapons and making the better standard weapons, but I will head over to the swamp now. My mate will probably meet me there, and I'll probably do a little time lapse of us catching and taming up some snails, but I'll bring you back over there. Well, I'll bring you back once we're over there, and I'll show you the alterations that I've made for where we're going to be housing the snails in that section. So I guess I'll see you back in a sec. Alright guys, now instead of taking you over to where we're going to be taking the snails, I thought it might actually be more time effective if we actually just go and tame the snails first before heading there. Silly me, trying to do things in the wrong order. But yeah, we're over at the swamplands now. My mate's down there. If you're wondering what his name is, it's Steak and Noodles, and how comes I don't refer to him as Steak is because I don't want to confuse you by saying, yeah, Steak's just over there now, and you're thinking, what the heck is he on about? But he's brought over his wyvern to clear out all the clutter. As you can see, we've got Sarcos, Parasers, and all sorts of badness, which is going to be attacking the snails, and we've got a couple of RGs here for picking them up. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse of us grabbing some snails, taming them up, and then I'll bring you back once we've got a fair amount of them. So I'm hoping to get about 18 to 20 of them. So yeah, again, see you back shortly.
Welcome back. Now, as you probably saw, we did tame an absolute bunch of snails. It took... I was expecting it to take like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and no word of a lie, every single one of them took about 20 minutes to half an hour minimum to tame. And we've got 18 in total. We've got 10 for over here next to our metal cave, and I've got 8 loaded up on the Quetzal over here, who is ready to take them over to our obsidian cave. Now, I did actually have to go and do another tasty cake run. Tasty cake? Sweet vegetable cake, that's what it is. Another run of these because I had completely run out. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we carry 5? Yeah, I can carry 5. And I'll show you where we're housing all the snails. You probably saw it in the last clip of the time lapse. But I've actually added a little bit of lighting in there now so you can actually see what's going on. It may look a little bit barbaric, but trust me, their fate in the swamps was a lot worse. Every single one of them was either being attacked by a Sarco or in the mouth of a Capro, and they was all shelled up. My mate actually went around and he started putting on hats on all of these guys. Well, there's quite a few of them. That one's got the feather hat on. And I'm not sure what other hats he's put on them. These ones seem to be facing away, most of them. There's one of them with like a clown mask, and there's one of them with the glowy eyes hat. Yeah, there's quite a few. I've got a fridge and some lighting in here. These sweet vegetable cakes will last, I think, days inside the fridge. How long is it we've got on these? 100, well, is that 100 or is that 13? Am I counting wrong now? That's 13 days on them, and we could quite easily go on other runs. Each one of these I'm making sure that each time I do a run on them, if they haven't got a tasty sweet vegetable cake on them, then I'll put one on. And on them they last for a good 9 to 12 hours. So they should all be well fed and they're all secure. They're on Wonder, so then they're creating the paste for us in order for us to create the polymer, that's what it's called. For some reason completely drawn a blank on that. We've got a load of metal smelting up. I've just done a quick metal run inside this cave. That's roughly how much metal. Now it's been smelting for probably about 10-15 minutes and it still go through all of that. That was on one run in this metal cave here. Now if you're wondering, I usually have my GPS on my hotbar. If you didn't see it in a previous episode, they are the coordinates 35.2, 24. It's just on the edge of the swamp, and this is where we get all of our metal from. We've got an Anki, we've got our little snail jail, I think we'll just refer to it as, because they are pretty much in jail at the moment. Yeah, but it's a lot better than them being out there getting killed by everything left, right and centre. I tried to go for only low levels, so a lot of them tamed out at like 80s. The 35s were the 24s that we found, and even the lowest ones, which were the 24s, still took 2 of the sweet... Oh, and lag spike. Still took 2 of the sweet vegetable cakes to tame up, and their food, they have to drain, I think, 300 food points before they actually take a bite. So yeah, every single one of them was about 20 minutes, half hour. It took about a total of the better part of 7 or 8 hours worth of finding them, dropping them in the taming pen and taming them all up. Now what I'm going to do is, let me hop on the Quetzal. I've got the Griffin on here as well, just in case we run into a bit of aggro when we get over there. Why am I doing that? I need to get back on the Quetzal. Fingers crossed none of these snails go flying like they did last time. All on board. Okay, now I'm going to make the very slow journey over there and I'll bring you back once we get over there. What's going on, guys? Now we're back over here. Not sure if you just saw that message there. My mate was wondering us if we could pick up a mantis. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, if you are enjoying the video, like, sub if you haven't already. Carry on with the ARK Ragnarok adventures, and soon enough going to be the Aberration adventures. But we're over here at our second obsidian cave. Now if you are wondering where this one is, we go here and get this out. We're at about 2558 and we're at the false wall entrance, so if we just like casually bowl through here. Now one run through here I've already tested it. Now stuff can spawn in here, so our Anki inside that we've got penned up at the moment, I'm like super burning up because I've got fur armor on. There we go, that's a bit better. One run through here actually got me nearly a full chest full of obsidian, which is about 4,500, which after turning it into polymer will be about 2,000 polymer per run, which I don't think would be too bad at all. It didn't take too long to actually build this structure that I've got just out here. So like I said, you've got a little false wall here. There's a proper entrance to the cave on the other side. But yeah, it's a great place to get obsidian. And we've got some dino gates here which opens up into our little structure. We've got another little snail jail. I did transport them all off the Quetzal into their pens. They're all on wonder. Don't worry, they've all got a sweet vegetable cake each, which they can eat at any point in the next 12 hours before I have to top them up. We've got another fridge here, which I have forgotten to put the other sweet vegetable cakes in. I'm definitely going to have to go and make some more up though, because that's only going to last about a day or so before they eat them all. And hopefully if we can access your inventory, they've already started creating the Achatina. Is it Achatina or Achatina paste? But yeah, the cementing paste, and it only takes probably around about probably under an hour before they have 100 in each of their inventories. So I can just swing by and make a load. Like I've done one run on the Anki doing the obsidian here, and yeah, nearly a full chest. So it is a very good place to get obsidian from. No metal whatsoever in the cave, but absolutely tons of obsidian if you're looking to make polymer. We've got our fabricator here ready to make our polymer, and this is literally all this structure is going to be. It's going to be for making polymer, and that is it alone. But yeah, I'm quite happy to have that all done and dusted and out of the way with. It has taken a lot longer than I expected to tame up all the snails. Like, I was honestly expecting it to take no more than a couple of hours to tame 18-20 snails, and it took the better part of about a day and a half. So yeah, that was fun. But it's all done and dusted now. I'm happy we've got both our structures up. All the snails are in their little pens, safe away from the nastiness in the swamps, and I assure you that they're a lot happier where they are than where they were. And yeah, I think for today that's going to do it. So in the last 2 episodes, I think we've done the foundation works for doing the tasty cakes again, the sweet vegetable cakes, and now we've finally got our snail pens up and running. So hopefully in between this episode and the next one, I would have got enough polymer to make a very good shotgun
or a very good, or another very good fabricated sniper rifle, and repair the stuff that's all busted, because me and my mate's actually planning on taking on the lava iron golem. He's in the process of taming up a bunch of vultures at the moment and breeding them to get some pretty OP ones to take on the lava golem boss. Apparently, well, he's seen some videos that he says is a good way to take him on, and that plus rocket launchers, which is also going to be using an absolute ton of polymer. But yeah, hopefully by the next episode we should have that all done and dusted, ready to go, so our next adventure could be a fun one rather than me taming an absolute bunch of snails. But hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you've had a good day. If you have, and it's your first time to the channel, please consider subscribing for future ARK content, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Bye bye.